you who are blessed by my Father.
Shalom.
Shalom.
On this program, Shepherd and Sheep, we will cover the topics of hearing, obedience, and relationship with Yah over and over. Sometimes we may need to see things from the opposite perspective to get a better understanding. If we see the glass half empty from another point of view, we may see it half full. Today, let's focus on just a few things that cause us to lose our hearing, stop being obedient, and separate us from our chief shepherd. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12 says, "There's a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death." Now, to understand the topic of closing our eyes and ears, we'll need to look at this from the opposite perspective. In many grocery or bookstores, we'll find self-help books that gives us ways to help ourselves. Better yet, we'll even find some prayer books to tell us what to pray. From our religious institutions, we may have heard phrases such as name it and claim it, or perhaps step out on faith. From one perspective, all these will seem positive things that will help us and possibly lead us to grow closer to the Most High. Let's examine these things from the scriptural point of view. Psalm chapter 121, verse 2, David states that all his help comes from Yah. He didn't say that it came from himself or from self-help sources. Depending on a book to teach us ways to self-help dissolves the relationship with the chief shepherd by closing our eyes and ears. In a marriage, as in how Yah sees a marriage, if your spouse comes home with a love book and reads how much they loved you, how would that make you feel? Would you feel it was genuine love? What if they brought flowers or did something special only on a man-made holiday? How would you feel then? Well, how must Yah feel if we come reading some prayer book or worship on some man-made special time? Think about this for a moment. Psalm chapter 37, verse 4 tells us to delight ourselves in Yah. Then He will give us the desires of our heart. When we name it and claim it, we're trusting in our own desires and expecting the chief shepherd to be obedient to us to fulfill those desires. The same goes for stepping out on faith when we are expecting Yah to agree to what we want when it's not His desire. This is closing our eyes and ears. Now, even in our music, we have to see things from the opposite perspective. One artist sings, "And there's a God that walks over the earth. He's searching for a heart that is desperate." Well, that seems perfectly fine until we look from the other side using scriptures. James chapter 4 verse 8 tells us to draw near to Elohim and He will draw near to you. Our brother James didn't say Yah is coming to look for us, but that we are to go looking for him. Not reading, studying, and having a personal relationship with Yah, our chief shepherd, closes our eyes and ears. Trust only the Most High as we are shown the truth from the opposite perspective. This builds our relationship and keeps our eyes and ears open with only Yah. Remember Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12, as we journey through this beautiful day. Shalom and stay strong.